in the truck. I wasn't planning on filming today, but I ended up going out with Liz, and I got myself the lily pad tapestry from Michael's. I saw this like back when I did the first vlog, and I saw it and I was like, it's way too pricey for me to like warrant buying this. I'm not paying $40 for a tapestry from Michael's. Like, that's crazy talk, but it's on the spring sale right now, and so it was 40% off. So I got it for like $25, which is a bit more like price friendly, and this may end up going where I was gonna put the strawberry shortcake poster, but I think it's understandable why. Like, this just feels a little bit more on brand, and I'm excited to be bringing this home because, like, yeah, like it's the lily pad, it's the vibe. We'll find a home for it in the office, and we'll find a home for the poster too. Oh, it's not even fully in frame. No.
Queen, you're so awesome.
So I had this moment of like, oh, I'm done. There's nothing else I can do to this wall. I love it. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And then I remembered when I put my other tapestry up, I took down a coat rack. I have nothing to hang on a coat rack, or so I thought, because hear me out. We put the coat rack here, and then we hang the mugs. No. No, there's a stud. But like, hear me out. It's pretty good. The cup storage. I'm probably gonna get 2 more. I'll have a set of 4. And that'll just fill out the wall. Plus, like, they're not that expensive, and that way I just have like mugs for later. Plus, like, I don't know, they're cute. So I don't think it's gonna be too bad. That's another $8. That's not bad for mugs. But yeah. It's a bit of a switch up. I think it's more cohesive because like the bluey calendar had a lot of colors going on. Like now it's over here. But I also just have frog. I don't know how else to describe this other than like frog. You have the lily pad stuff. You have the daisy cups. You have. I guess this is more like star and moon themed. Here's my office, again, complete again, until I decide it's not. It's forever changing, but yeah, I think this is fun. This is funky. This is fresh. We'll get a shot with. Can my cow like stop today? Oh my god. I'll get a shot with the leaf lights on. Let me go grab batteries. No! Look how magical that is. Oh, we're in a good place with this. Yeah. the shelf just slanted itself. I don't know if anyone else saw that, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. That's probably why it looked more straight than I remembered. So, whoops. Happy Tuesday, we're back down in the office. I have a new friend in the corner. Not a new friend, an old friend. I got that for Christmas from my cousin. I just haven't had a home for her, and I decided that she could just chill out in the office rather than sitting in a box waiting for a home. I don't have my own bathroom here, so I have no need for a soap dispenser, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put hand lotion or something in here because it is dry as fuck in Sudbury and my hands need help. So, what's on the docket for today? We're gonna attempt to do a GDD or game design document for Rose's Garden, possibly a design Bible, just some type of road mapping. We're gonna take that and kick it up a notch and just buckle down and put a focus of like what we want to be including, what steps we should be following, and what our goals are for development. So I'm gonna just take some time to like flesh this out rather than just bouncing from like idea to idea in my brain and going based off of old documents I have in college. I think there's like 3 GDDs for this game. Like there is a lot. So we're gonna just be tackling this and we're gonna try to get our focus back. I don't think I'm gonna touch the code until I get to a place with this where like I have like my first few stages of what I want to do like mapped out and have like my blocks that we'll be following, but I don't completely want to lay it to rest. Last week I was kind of like, you know, like I just shouldn't touch this anymore, but I think doing the GDD will be like a good idea. It's gonna be something because I haven't done one of these for at least a year now, and we're gonna be going more in depth than with what I would have done for the college program. That's why I'm calling it a game Bible, because like I want this to entail everything. This is going to be what we follow. This is going to be like what lays out our story, what lays out our characters, what lays out what we need for the art, what's going to be like our mechanics, our key points, all of that just condensed down into one place so I can keep track of it rather than flipping through like a bunch of documents and trying to figure out just what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, so I've made some priority lists and like, well, I have this breakdown up here and that breakdown's nice. I think the priority list just breaks it down a bit more because I have the list of things I need to do. I'll probably do a priority tracker too where I can break it up into little things and track like how much the percentage of that is done. But our priorities moving forward is getting the player movement in, having the inventory, which is already there, getting the storage up and working, getting time progression, which we have, fixing the planting and harvesting, setting up the cooking, and then having Duncan shop in there. And that is our first pass at the demo. That is the core game loop, and that is what I need to focus on. I also set myself some goals for the art, so that way I'm not like bouncing all over with like all of the art things. So I want to finish up the cafe interior as well as do the exterior for it. And I want to set up the interior and exterior for the general store. Then I have to animate Alice so she has her idle, her walk, and various actions. I believe I have planting, cooking. She's gonna have one for the tea shop, but that doesn't need to be done right away. Watering is also in there, good. And I guess a harvest wouldn't be a bad idea either. And then Duncan, I'm just gonna do a work animation for him, so that way, like, you know, he has something to do in the shop instead of just standing there as a still image. And then I want to do the spring items, which includes the seeds, the foods, the plants, and the crops, as well as other ingredients for the spring. I'm gonna leave the foraging and the fishing for my second pass when I include those, but for now I don't need them. I haven't done a priority list for the menus right now. Probably only really need to include the inventory, the recipe book, and the Duncan shop for UI that I need to focus on. There's something I just realized that I have to include, but I can't remember what that was. It'll come back to me. I have access to the file on my phone, so it's gonna be a little easier to add things to rather than like carrying a notebook around everywhere and then flipping through a bunch of notes. And I have it sorted with all of the headers and subtitles and stuff, so I should be good to find the things and do the things and get it together. But right now it is lunchtime, and so I will go do the lunch things. We'll probably revisit this either with like more detail work, or we'll sit down and we'll try to code again, and I'll try to stick to my goals. I see you down there, Socks. I will free you one day. Do you see them all? Look how many there are. I have 5 of these mugs now, but that is now completed. And to add to the set, I have a little daisy plate for my sandwiches. And then these little tulip bowls from Michael's. I'm figuring one can be for my vegetables and the other one can be for hummus or a ranch of some kind. So very excited. Our little dish setup for down here. What else? Since we popped by Michael's, I grabbed another sketchbook. It's a plain sketchbook, obviously, but my plan for this is I want to use it for kind of the concept art and just sketching for Rose's garden. I have my little black sketchbook that I use for this stuff, but I tend to write notes in that, and it's a general book, but I want this one to be like a focus. And we're probably gonna give it more of like a scrapbook feel where like I'll print off some inspirations or even digital drawings that I do and paste them in the book just to kind of get our vibes all in one place. So imagine this just a physical Pinterest board. It's what I'm calling it and what we're sticking with. The box. I'm gonna have to wash this. This can go in my upstairs pile of things to wash. Oh, it's a glass bottle. That would be why it's bubble wrapped. It smells like a little artificial now that I have it like in the cup. Could also just be the straw. I can live with this. This will please the cravings. Cool. We have Italian sodas. Yes. Do I have to refrigerate you? Do not say. So for now, you sit on the floor. I was expecting this to be more exciting, but no, that's all for my Wednesday. I made breakfast. That was fun. Yeah, shopping, breakfast, package receiving. Yup. Happy Friday. My original plan today was I was just gonna do some fucking coloring book footage and just be like, today's Friday, we're gonna relax, we're gonna be zen. Then Liz and I had like things to do this morning, so we ended up going out, and then we're driving past Valley Village, and I'm like, hey, we talked about checking that place out like the other week, like, do you still want to go? And Liz was like, oh, we could go look at books. Well, I bought a fucking horse. It's not a book. I have other stuff though. There's a Disney Fairies box, which I'm very excited about, as well as like some Strawberry Shortcake VHSs. I don't know if I'm gonna hang on to those or if I'm gonna send them Char's way, because Char actually like has a VHS player. Mine was said VHS player that Char is using, because, you know, the old one that we grew up with. But yeah, so happy Friday. I have a horse now. I think I'm gonna paint the eyes on it. I don't know if I want to repaint the whole body, but like definitely the eyes, because right now the whited out eyes creep me the fuck out. But like, it's a cute horse, and like I kind of want to fix up the lamp. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but like it's mine now. Let's go, poor financial decisions. Congratulations for making it this far. We've reached the end of the week. I figured I'd change up my usual sit down with a visual break. We're gonna do some coloring. Probably going to be set up as a time lapse, but let's get my hummus out of the way. So not too much happened this week. I think most of this week was mainly just going out, which isn't a bad thing. You know, like, it happens from time to time, and I think it was a nice, like, little bit of a mental refresh. We did do the GDD for Rose's Garden, which is a great start. We got the ball rolling on things, and we're gonna end up moving forward with that and kind of just shaping things out. I think we're gonna do a bit more work on the game design document before we get back into the coding. Part of that's an anxiety thing where I'm like super worried to just dive back in without giving myself enough of a break from the project. Because while like I haven't been doing a super lot on it, I don't want to get back into it and then end up back in a rut, even with like my map of where I'm supposed to be going with it and what I want to get done. So we'll probably do like a priority tracker just to keep track of the progress going forward and kind of figure out where we want things to be and just how much of a percentage everything is done and what certain things I need to fix and any bugs that I need to deal with moving forward. Because I think if we can get just the basics and then go through with a bug pass, because what I tend to do is I'll put things in and then I'll bug test, and I'll get so caught up in the bug testing that it's like, even if it's a little broken, I'd rather have it be a little broken and functional and then come back later to fix it up. I don't tend to plan out these videos too much, which probably isn't a great thing to be admitting. My vlogs are very much like a go with the flow type of week. I think that's like how I tend to live my life too, is what ends up happening happens. I don't like making plans just because I find that if I do make a plan and it doesn't pan out, then that's just like kind of a sucky thing, because it's like I know I should be doing other things and instead I'm here. So yeah, I just realized that the dog's in a trash can. Why? What did the dog do? But yeah, I don't want to be making plans for myself and then not having them pan out. I had that issue with like the first couple of videos that I did where like I'd be like, this is what we're gonna do, and then it didn't end up happening, and it's like, I'd like to avoid just putting myself in that position, because I feel like it at least sets myself up for disappointment. And yeah, like when I get more into workflow, I'll be setting out like office days for myself, but I won't be like, this is what I'm specifically going to work on today. It's instead going to be like, I know that I need to spend like 2 to 3 days this week putting in like 4 to 6 hours on my game, right? Probably more than that, honestly, but like for now, that's what we're gonna ballpark our time is. So yeah, just figuring things out, moving along. Long week. I'm tired this week, but it's not as bad as it's been in past. So that's always a good little sign. Normally I like to end these out with like an optimistic message where it's like, oh, like, you know, like we got this done and this is what we're gonna be doing, but like, I don't know. Up until like a couple seconds ago, I completely forgot that I even did the GDD. My brain was just kind of like, wow, all you did this week was shop. We're rambling so hard, but I'm just gonna keep the camera rolling because I've already started coloring, so it wouldn't make sense to start it over and be like, I did half the drawing. But, ugh. I definitely feel like a bit of burnout with the videos because it's like I'm running low on ideas, and when I run low on ideas, like my first default tends to be shopping, which isn't great. That costs money, and like it's not sustainable to keep pushing on that as like my main source of entertainment for you all. So it's like I gotta start coming up with new ideas rather than just sitting in my office. I want these vlogs to be like something like people can put on in the background, and also have it like be like a little cozy, a little fun, and just some nice like quiet entertainment, as well as just like, yeah. While I have you all here, I want to give a thank you for almost reaching 100 subscribers. At the time of recording, last I checked, we're at 71, which is absolutely crazy to me. Like a month ago now, a month and a half, we just hit 50, and now like we've gone up 20, and pretty soon like we'll be hitting 100, which like I have to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do for 100. I don't want to just do another cake. I might have had ideas in a past video. I'll have to look through and see if I can find that to figure it out, but yeah, like we're gonna have to do something fun for 100. I'm debating if I want to do like a gameplay video or something. Like that's a plan I have that I want to put into motion next week, is trying to get a groove going with making gameplay content. Obviously like I want the dev vlogs to be like the main focus of my channel, but I want to get some practicing in with editing. Char's gonna be going to college at some point in the future, and the last thing I want is to like put more work on their plate. So it's like, okay, I gotta get more practice in with the editing videos, and rather than just diving in head first with these vlogs, my thought process is I'll do some gameplay. I have polls going on my Instagram and X, Twitter, whatever, which I think they should be coming to a close soon, but from the looks of things, I think we're going to be doing Fields of Mysteria, which I'm very excited about. A part of me wondered if I should have done something that's a bit more linear and story-based, but I think Fields of Mysteria will be good because it'll give me a chance to try and figure out what parts I need to cut to keep down run times and not drag things out. So we'll see how that goes, and if I'm still sane by the end of the editing process, because otherwise it's going to be a very rough transition once we lose Shire. But c'est la vie. I'll find a way to manage. Anyways, as always, I'd like to thank you all for following along, not only with the development of Rosa's Garden, but also with my own personal journey through posting these videos. And I hope you all take care. And I will see you bread rolls next time. Bye-bye.